You think you're in control, but your brain has been hijacked. The apps you use daily know your weaknesses better than you do. For years, I thought I had low discipline. But the truth is simpler. My brain was wired for constant stimulation. In this video, I'll show you the exact 24-hour reset that shocked me, broke my addiction cycle, and gave me back the one thing I lost without noticing, my focus. So let me start by being honest. 3 weeks ago, I was completely fried. My brain felt like mush. I'd wake up, grab my phone before my eyes were even fully open, and start scrolling. Instagram for 10 minutes, then TikTok, then back to Instagram because I forgot what I even saw the first time. I'd finally drag myself out of bed and try to work, but I couldn't focus for more than 5 minutes without checking something. My screen time report? Over 9 hours a day. And that's just my phone. Add my laptop, and we're talking 12, maybe 13 hours of pure digital noise. I kept telling myself I'd change, tomorrow, next week, after this one last video. But nothing changed. And the worst part? I didn't even enjoy it anymore. I wasn't scrolling because I wanted to. I was scrolling because my brain demanded it. It was like an itch I couldn't stop scratching. I'd finish a 2-hour scroll session and feel nothing but empty and tired. No satisfaction, no joy, just nothing. That's when it hit me. I wasn't choosing this. My brain was, and it was choosing wrong. I started reading about dopamine, not the science jargon that makes your eyes glaze over, but the real, practical stuff. Here's what I learned. Every time you get a like, a notification, a new video, your brain releases dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. But here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't release it because you're actually happy. It releases it because you might get something good. It's the anticipation, not the reward. So social media apps are designed around this. They don't give you satisfaction. They give you the promise of satisfaction. Just one more scroll, one more swipe, one more refresh, and your brain falls for it every single time. Over time, your brain gets used to these constant hits of dopamine. It starts needing more and more just to feel normal. Reading a book? Boring. Having a conversation? Boring. Working on something meaningful? Painfully boring. Your brain has been rewired to crave the quick hit. And the scary part? You don't even realize it's happening. I didn't. I thought I was just lazy or unmotivated, but I wasn't. I was addicted. So I decided to try something extreme, a full 24-hour dopamine detox. No phone, no computer, no music, no TV, nothing that could give my brain that easy dopamine hit. Just me and my thoughts for an entire day. I'm not going to lie, the idea terrified me. What would I even do? Sit and stare at a wall? But I was desperate, so I committed. I set a start time, 6 a.m. on a Saturday, and I told myself, no matter what, I'd make it to 6 a.m. Sunday. The journey begins. The first hour was fine. I woke up and, out of habit, reached for my phone. But I'd left it in a drawer in another room the night before. Smart move. Instead, I just sat there, made some coffee, looked out the window. It felt weird, but not bad. Hour 2, I started getting antsy. My brain kept trying to pull me towards something, anything. I wanted to check my phone so badly, not because I needed to, just because. I paced around my apartment like a crazy person. I did some push-ups just to burn off the energy. I felt like a kid who'd been told he couldn't have candy. By hour 3, the boredom hit hard. I'm talking deep, uncomfortable boredom, the kind that makes your skin crawl. I tried reading a book I'd been putting off for months. I could barely get through 2 pages. My brain brain was screaming at me. It wanted stimulation. It wanted novelty. It wanted dopamine. But I didn't give in. Hour 4, something strange happened. I started noticing things, like really noticing them. The way the light came through my window, the sound of birds outside, the texture of the couch I was sitting on. It sounds dumb, but I hadn't actually paid attention to any of this stuff in months, maybe years. I'd been too busy staring at a screen. Hour 5 through 8 were the hardest. I won't sugarcoat it. I felt restless, anxious, almost angry. My brain was throwing a tantrum. It kept trying to trick me. Just check your messages. What if something important happened? You're being ridiculous. This is a waste of time. But I pushed through. I went for a walk, a long one. No headphones, no podcast, just walking. And you know what? It helped. Around hour 9, something shifted. The constant noise in my head started to quiet down. I sat down with that book again, and this time I actually got into it. I read for an hour straight without even thinking about my phone. That might not sound like a big deal, but for me, it was huge. I hadn't been able to focus like that in years. Hour 10 through 15, I felt calm, like genuinely calm. I cooked an actual meal, not something I could microwave or order. I chopped vegetables. I followed a recipe. I paid attention to what I was doing, and it felt good. Not exciting, not thrilling, just good. Satisfying, in a way that scrolling never was. By hour 16, I started journaling. I don't usually journal. I always thought it was kind of pointless. But I had nothing else to do, so I tried it. And once I started writing, I couldn't stop. All these thoughts and feelings I'd been ignoring came pouring out. Stuff I didn't even know I was thinking about. Goals I'd forgotten. Dreams I'd given up on. Problems I'd been avoiding. It was like my brain finally had space to process everything. Hour 20. This is when it really hit me. I was sitting on my couch just staring out the window, and I realized something. I felt like myself again. Not the tired, distracted zombie version of me that had been stumbling through life for the past few years. The real me. The person I used to be before my brain got hijacked by algorithms and notifications. I had energy. I had thoughts. I had ideas. And for the first time in forever, I felt present. Like I was actually living my life instead of just watching it pass by on a screen. The last 4 hours flew by. I cleaned my apartment. I did some stretching. I sat and just thought about things. And it wasn't boring. It was peaceful. When the 24 hours were up, I didn't immediately grab my phone. I waited another hour just because I could. And when I finally did check it, I felt different. The pull wasn't as strong. The urge wasn't as intense. It was just a tool, not a need. So here's what I learned. Your brain isn't broken. It's just been trained to crave the wrong things. And the only way to retrain it is to starve it of those quick dopamine hits, even for just one day. You don't need a month-long retreat or some expensive program. You just need 24 hours of nothing. Will it be uncomfortable? Yes. Will your brain fight you? Absolutely. But on the other side of that discomfort is clarity, focus, control, all the things you thought you lost. Since that detox, I've changed how I use my phone. I deleted the apps that were eating my time. I turned off all notifications except calls and texts. I set screen time limits that actually matter. And I do a mini detox every Sunday, no phone until noon. It keeps my brain in check. You don't have to be a slave to your devices. You can take back control, but you have to be willing to sit with the discomfort first. That's the price of freedom.